Creating marble tracks is a very interesting process, especially when you are in a time crush. But we did it, and we are going to have 4 of our marbles from the African Marble Cups group stage participate in this race. Welcome to Morocco. Why did we name it Morocco? Who knows? Now, if you haven't watched the race 1 and don't know what these marbles are all about, come on, watch it. But I'll just quickly go over it. DRC, Democratic Republic of the Congo, 29th place for squalls. I would say this would be a pretty good, only like a pretty good last chance qualifying marble. Now, Trinidad and Tobago, in the meanwhile, 48th place in the first qualifying round is bad. But then 9th place and 17th place in the following rounds is definitely nothing to scoff at. Though I will note that they were 3rd in our last race and currently isn't qualifying, if weighted average score is anything to be said. Moving on, Uganda, 21st, 16th, and 22nd. I believe, yeah, this is the country that was trailing behind DRC in the last race. Finally, Guinea-Bissau, not really mentioned much, 11 seconds behind the pack, 2.12 weighted average score. Definitely needs to bump that up to even have a very slim chance of qualifying. Now, we, of course, have a race to do. 3 laps of this, I would say, pretty quick track. I'll go over what this track entails. First, there's that physics spinner. And then onto this loop. No one seems to be making any gains. Going onto this banked angle. Very interesting stuff. Onto a double elevator. Trinidad and Tobago actually takes the lead there. DRC still at second. Goes down to second. Uganda stays at third. And so does Guinea-Bissau, staying at fourth. Now, it doesn't seem that any major events are going to occur, except Uganda and Guinea-Bissau being tied for third and fourth. That's definitely a story to watch out for as we go into the end of this track. I'll be very interested in telling you what that's all about. There's these 2 physics spinners coming back into the start. Trinidad and Tobago still has the lead. DRC takes it back on the spinner. Uganda and Guinea-Bissau going in. Guinea-Bissau getting slowed down by pure magic, I believe. Now, let's go back to the battle for first place. DRC and Trinidad and Tobago are battling it out very fiercely here, and they are not being covered enough. Still, head-to-head, tied very, very much. I'll be very interested to see how this goes once they are out of the elevator. Right about now, Trinidad and Tobago takes the early lead, but that's still not everything. Going into the spinner, Trinidad and Tobago as well. But DRC has taken a good leads on funnels. Unfortunately, won't happen. Maybe it's doable on the elevator. No. This is coming down to the wire. So, also the similar situation with Guinea-Bissau and Uganda, but they are about 1 elevator layer behind. Trinidad and Tobago takes a better elevator though, and that just might be enough to secure a first place finish. Trinidad and Tobago finishing it out here. No issue seems to be occurring. DRC less than half a second behind. Uganda going to be 5 seconds behind. And Guinea-Bissau about 8 seconds behind. This is a very quick track, as you can see. We go through it very quickly. Maybe we should make it a bit slower, but we'll leave that for our next Continental Cup. Meanwhile, we've got some weights to settle and a group that still has to race on this track. Group 4 of the 3rd tier will be up next on Morocco. See you then.